All right, welcome in Brian Edwards, MajorWager.com. Thanks for joining us here late Wednesday afternoon. Going to get you caught up here in the NBA. So coming out of last night's game twos, we had Milwaukee winning by a 123-102 count, a barrage of threes and a dominant third quarter sparked the Bucks to victory. So they even the series up at 1-1. They go back, or not back, but they go to Boston for game three, as does Golden State and Houston. And Houston and Boston are home favorites in those games. So Saturday, 8:05 p.m. Eastern tip. We've got Milwaukee at Boston. Boston is a 2-point favorite with a total of 220 at most spots. We've got Houston. It was 4 earlier today. It is now 3.5 at most spots, 219.5. We had James Harden, got hit in the eyes or the face, and his eyes were bothering. He was still blurry after the game. He's probable, and I'm sure he'll be fine, but certainly didn't help him or the Rockets' cause last night as they go down 0-2. For our purposes, what a horrible beat for underbackers, as the score was at 2:07 combined with 1:28 left. Certainly in a college game, you could have a foul fest and get, more than 15 points in the final 90 seconds or 88 seconds, I guess I should say. But pretty uncommon in NBA. But a late steal there and a late three, and then the foul on Durant and the free throws, and the 115-109 win for Golden State gets to 224, closed 222. So a very fortunate winner for overbackers. Heartbreaker, gut wrencher on the under. The under now 9-2 in the last 11 head-to-head meetings between the Rockets and the Warriors, despite last night's bad beat. Should actually be 10-1 in the last 11. Kudos to Scott Foster and his crew. The talk all day yesterday was of the officiating crew. Houston had lost 6 in a row in the playoffs when Scott Foster had officiated. Refs were unnoticeable, non-factor last night, and then you go to the box score, and you see Houston was 20 of 25 from the charity stripe, whereas Golden State was 20 of 24. So a very evenly officiated game, and props to Scott Foster and his crew for that. So we've got Golden State in an underdog position here. Very rare. 7 times during the regular season they were underdogs, 4-3 against the spread. The Rockets are 34-10 straight up, 25-17-2 to the number at home. Whereas Golden State away, they are 30-14 straight up, 21-23 against the spread. Let's go back to Boston and Milwaukee. As I said, Boston a 2-point favorite with a total of 220. Milwaukee wins last night 123-102 as it gets over the number after game 1 was an easy under. Looking to game 3, series tied at 1. Boston 30-13 straight up at home, 21-21-1 against the spread. Milwaukee has been outstanding on the road all year, 29-14 straight up, 26-15-2 against the spread. On tap tonight, we've got Denver -4 with a total of 219.5 against Portland. Denver 38-8 straight up, 28-18 against the spread at home this year, whereas Portland is 22-22 both straight up and against the spread on the road. Denver winning and covering in game 1. I lean the Trailblazers tonight plus the 4 tomorrow, Thursday night, 8:05 Eastern on ESPN. We've got Toronto at Philadelphia. Toronto's -1 with a total of 216. Philly pulling even in that series with a game 2 victory. So there you are. You are caught up on the latest in the NBA playoffs as we are into the Elite 8 version of the NBA, if you will. I'm Brian Edwards of MajorWager.com. Thanks for joining us. Talk to you here soon.